So, you guys ever notice a glitch in the Matrix? I'm not talking about deja vu like in the movie. I'm talking about like real, you know, like things that other people don't notice. That shows that there's more out there than what we're being allowed to see, than what we're being shown. And I feel like reason that people don't know, they don't notice, it's because they don't know what they're looking for. But when you know what to look for, then you start to see like what's really there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really talk about politics on this channel, but what I what I noticed, I it's so like I'm talking about when you see these things. It's out there in the universe. It's like the universe is talking to you, like like a direct, you're jacking into the mainframe, so to speak. And it's it's really cool when it happens like that. But um, so like I said, I don't really talk about politics, but what was shown to me by the universe, it kind of gets into that realm a little bit. So bear with me for a second. This isn't an endorsement of any campaign, and I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just putting knowledge out there for people to um, do with it what you will. You know, I'm not responsible for any of that because if we're being honest, it's all the Matrix anyway. So does it even make a difference who you vote for? We have the illusion of choice. Like, there's two parties to choose from, right? But if you wanna, I heard this. I think this was George Carlin. He said you go to Baskin Robbins and there's 31 flavors, but you go to the voting booth and there's two options. You want to get a new toothbrush and there's 17 different brands, but you know, anyway. So what it was that has been shown to me is like, so talking about who's running for president and vice president right now. It's Trump, Vance, 2024. Trump, Vance, 24. Trump, Vance, TV. TV, what does that represent? TV is like old media establishment, cable news, you know, these sort of things that existed before the times of the internet, and they still exist in, to a lesser degree. But, now it's like YouTube is the thing, right? And we have new media, and it's not even all that new anymore. It's just people call it new media because they want to draw the difference between that and the old media. So TV, Trump, Vance, right? You picking up what I'm putting down, right? Like TV, Trump, Vance, old media, cable news, this stuff that Trump, he rails against it, and ostensibly he hates it, but whenever he wants to do a debate, who does he go to? He goes to CNN, ABC, NBC, right? He goes to these dinosaurs, these establishment media giants, right? This old media, and he talks about CNN's ratings, but whenever he goes on, their ratings come up. So it's like he can't break away from that, and they can't break away from him. It's kind of like it's like a negative feedback loop. It's like a love-hate relationship. It's like a like an abusive boyfriend. Not to that sounds kind of extreme. I don't want to draw any connections. Like I said, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not trying to make this. I'm not like trying to share like a policy position or anything. I'm not sharing my positions, okay? I'm just telling you what the universe is telling me. So let's talk about, TV24. 24, what is that? Well, you turn that around, okay, what's 42? 42, as we know, is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything in the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 42 in Gematria is associated with a lot of very interesting things, particularly regarding race relations in this country. If you go to a Gematria calculator, and that's spelled Gematria, there are these 4 basic ciphers, right? And so what Gematria is you take the alphabet. Okay, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, so on and so forth. And then Z is 26. And then the next cipher is A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F6, G7, H8, I9, and then J is 10, so it wraps around to being 1 again, because 1 plus 0, the digits. So then K is 2, because 1 plus 1, 2, so on and so forth. And then the next cipher, the third cipher, is Z is 1, Y is 2, X is 3, and then A is 26. And then the fourth cipher, the last one, Z is 1, Y is 2, but then it does the thing where when you have a 2-digit, then you add the digits of that number. And so that's a basic introduction to Gematria, how, then you get a word like, let's say the word cab, because that's easy to do in my head. So in the first one, it would be C is 3, A is 1, B is 2, so that adds up to 6. So the value of this word in the first 2 ciphers would be 6. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Yeah, the number 42. So we took the 24, we turned it around and made 42. 42 is the answer to the ultimate question. Remember that. Okay, it's also, I believe, the N-word, if you plug it into Gematria, in one of these ciphers, the value of it is 42. The word slavery also, I believe, comes out to 42 in one of these ciphers, and there are other words that are associated with Black American history and culture that come out to the number 42 or the number 24. So, we also think about, 42. Well, we're also talking about TV, right? TV 24, TV 42. Well, TV really started coming into its own back in the 40s and in the 50s. And 42 is right there in the 40s. And what else is going on in 42? Well, 42 is right after the US got involved in World War II because of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. The Japanese attacked the U.S. at Pearl Harbor. So, we're right in that time period with the number 42. And, what else was going on in the 40s and in the 50s? Like I said, with TV. Well, there was, in the 40s, there was World War II, of course. There was pretty terrible things going down in Europe at that time. I won't get too specific about, because we all know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if the YouTube algorithm will be kind to this video if I state it outright. But there was that was going on, and then in the 50s in the United States, it was, continuing from, decades past. There was segregation and a lot of other terrible things with racism. So, with this whole thing of TV 42, TV 24, Trump Vance TV 2024, a lot of people say that Trump is a racist, and I'm not saying that myself personally, and I don't know where to stand on that, because the numbers don't lie. The black population and all populations really were doing very well, but particularly the numbers for minority groups were looking a lot better than they had in times past. And and that's something that he talks about a lot. But then you think about, like, why is he doing this messaging with TV 24, with that number and with that, those initials, Trump Vance TV, you start to think, like, is it intentional? Is it a glitch in the matrix? Is it just something that's out there? Or you might be a coincidence theorist, one of these people who thinks that, this is all just a bunch of hooey, and it's, it's not, it doesn't mean anything. Which, I mean, if you want to ignore the information that's out there, like, that's on you. You're free to do that. It's a free country. At least it's supposed to be a free country, But so I mean, like I said, I'm not sharing my positions on anything. I'm not making any statements. I thought it was interesting that there are all these connections that you can draw, and that, the universe, like I said, revealed this to me, and so I thought that I should share it with you. So, keep on looking for the truth out there, and, just, I guess I just wanted to say, like, don't allow your mind to be dragged down by the daily, every news story that comes across is like, just weighs you down, right? Like, like every news story, it weighs you down, and you start to think about what really matters, and you wonder if anything's ever going to change. But just don't let it get to you, and keep on going out there, seeking the truth, pushing forward, because the universe will reveal these things to you, like it has to me, and that will, like, so Good night. Have a great day. And share in the comments what you think. Is there something to this? And share in the comments if you have had any revelations like this or like anything else that you want to talk about. So just let me know. Leave that down in the comments, and hit the subscribe button on this channel, and I'll catch you next time.